Okay, so we are finally jumping into actually solving equations. The last couple of weeks, we've been learning some vocab, so let's see if you remembered. For both of these expressions, actually these are equations, I want you to name all of the constants, the coefficients, and then how many terms are there. So this first one I'll do in red. The constants, those are numbers by themselves. So we have a -8, we have a +9, and we have a 1, a +1. I don't have to write the pluses in front of the 9 and the 1 because we don't do that for positive numbers, but if you did, it's not wrong. Now, coefficients are attached to variables. So 4 is a coefficient and 2 is a coefficient. How many terms are there? Well, 4x is 1, -8 makes 2, 9 makes 3, 2x is 4, and 1 makes 5 terms. What are all of my exponents? Remember, in algebra, we don't write the ones. So there's an exponent of a 1 there, and there's an exponent of a 1 there. So the only exponents in this equation are the exponent of 1. Pause here if you didn't try to do this on your own and see if you can do the second one, and then come back and see if you did it correctly. So I'll do the next one in blue. What are the constants? -3 is a constant. 17 is a constant. -4. What are the coefficients? -7, 2, and that invisible -1. How many terms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are the exponents? So look at the variables. Y, there's a 1. That Y, there's a 1. So the exponents, again, are 1. For the equations we're solving right now, we're only going to have exponents of 1. Nothing will be raised to the power of 2 or 3. We start with just exponents of 1 in algebra. I don't even think we're going to get to the squared ones, so that'll be for next year. So let's go to the next slide and see if you were able to solve this equation. You learned the 5 steps last week. You need to memorize them. There is a slide in this lesson for you to refer to, so you don't have to go back to your notes. So let's just go through it. Step 1 says distribute if needed. There's no parentheses, so I don't need to do step 1. Step 2 is to combine like terms. So you look at one side of the equation first. So first I'm looking at this side, okay? Do I have any like terms? Yes. The 2x and the 3x combine to make 5x minus 1. Then I look at the other side of the equation. Those are also like terms because they are constants. They are both negative. So I add 10 plus 6 is 16, and I keep their sign, which is negative. So I started this equation on step 2 by combining like terms. Now I'm on step 3, get the variables on the same side. So look at the first side. I have a variable over here. The second side, there is no variable. So I don't have to do step 3. All of my variables are right here on the left side. Step 4, get my constants on the other side, okay? So variables are on the left. That means I want all my constants over here on the right. I need to get rid of this -1 by doing the opposite. So I'm going to add 1 here. I'm going to add 1 here. I bring down my 5x. I have a negative and a positive, so I subtract. 16 minus 1 is 15. Keep the sign of the larger. I have way more negatives. So my variables are on the left. My constants are on the right. Last step says to isolate by dividing. I don't want 5x, I just want x. So I do the opposite of multiplication and I divide by 5 on both sides to get x equals -3. Write your answer in the yellow box. And that is how you solve this one. The rest of this lesson is just practice solving equations. So there's a lot of practice problems because All you need to do is just get enough practice in until it becomes automatic. So we have 7 practice problems, which is a lot. So this lesson's going to take us 2 days. So yeah, let's get to it, jumping into some more practice problems.